Do you hear that banging? That's the sound of Doomsday coming. Well, actually, Doomsday has arrived in the form of the new Mcfarlane mega figure, which we're going to open up now and take a look at. So let's get into this one here. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And yeah, so Mcfarlane have released a new Doomsday figure, KRYPTONITE Doomsday. It's a mega figure, as you can see. It is quite large. Now, Doomsday is a Superman villain, if you don't know who Doomsday is. I think everyone knows who Doomsday is. In 1993, DC Comics, while publishing Superman, they wanted to do a storyline where Superman marries Lois. But the thing is, Lois and Clark, New Adventures of Superman, the TV show, was on TV and they needed to coincide it with that. So they had about a year that they had to postpone the marriage story within the comics, and they had nothing to fill that void with. And thusly they came up with the idea of the death of Superman, and they run with that story. And a big hit it was, a huge hit. This was a storyline in which Superman faces off against the Kryptonian villain Doomsday, a new villain created for that storyline, and Superman ultimately loses his life to that creature. The story was short, it was about 6 issues, but then it went into a storyline called Funeral for a Friend and the reign of the Superman that led to the return of Superman to then lead into the marriage. But at the time, this was a huge deal. This was a storyline that made headlines, that was on the news and got people panicked up into a frenzy that everyone, not even comic book lovers, ran to their local comic shops and bought The Death of Superman. It was a must-have comic. This sort of thing had never been done before. Doomsday, the character, did meet his demise in that storyline, but obviously, being a comic book, they find a way to bring characters back, and thusly Doomsday came back, and Doomsday has made appearances over the years. The recent bouts of Doomsday I've probably not read. I've not read a Doomsday comic with Doomsday in for some considerable time, so I don't know the actual storyline where the KRYPTONITE Doomsday comes about. Obviously, as you can see, like I said, we will open it in a minute. You can see that the protrusions, the bone protrusions, are actually kryptonite and not white bone, which they normally are on the figure or on the character. Doomsday, if you don't know him from the comics, there's been a couple of adaptations in animated form. You had Superman Doomsday cartoon film from a while back, and then more recently we did have the Death of Superman and the Reign of the Supermen animated films, also giving us that storyline. But Doomsday has also appeared in Smallville. He's appeared in Krypton, the TV show, and he's appeared in Batman vs Superman. Although they kind of screwed him up in that. So yeah, quite a prolific character that most people know. So that's a little bit of a talk about the character of Doomsday. I couldn't not. So I saw this when I was in the Forbidden Planet a little while ago. I didn't pick it up in the Forbidden Planet. I actually picked it up off of Amazon. Like I said, it is a mega figure, so it stands at about 10-11 inches tall, I believe. Almost the size, it's probably bigger than my head in height. That's it on my shoulder there. I've not got a tape measure, so I can't give you the exact height. But I will adjust the camera to take a look at it momentarily. But as you can see, a nice hefty big box from Mcfarlane Toys. There's the back. And here we have Doomsday holding Batman's cowl, cape and cowl, and Superman's cloak there. Yeah. With the protrusions coming out there. Now there is a little thing there, that you could scan if you're interested in seeing what that brings up, I don't know. But let's get this open. Now, with these mega figures, I do like to display these out of the box. I think they're very worthwhile in that sense. I have good memories of this era of Superman, or the era of Superman where Doomsday came about, at least. Like I said, I've not read the comic where he was infused with kryptonite, so I don't know how that kind of thing came about. But and I do like Mcfarlane toys. I've ripped the box opening it. I'm not worried too much about that because the box is going to go into the bin. So here's the figure here, as you can see. So I'm going to put that off to one side momentarily. Mess of a thing I'm making there. So let me just get these bits out of the box, because we get a trading card in here and we get a foot stand. So I'm just getting both of those parts out so that I can get rid of this box. The box has gone. The box has gone. So there's the base, just a little round one with DC emblazoned upon it in a spot gloss, and we have a card like so. Now, generally with these cards, I do keep them, but I just slot them into one of my DVD or steelbook editions. So this one here will probably go into the Death of Superman steelbook. Yeah, just as a little additional extra in there. That's what I do with them. So Doomsday, here we have him. Now, he has got some plastic bits holding him in, so we'll cut them, cut the ones around his arms like so, and there's a big one around his torso, which I managed to get off. I don't know where that's just sprung over there somewhere. So let's get him out. Let's get this character out of said box. Get rid of that. So yes, so there he is there. Like I said, I will adjust the camera so we can take a look at him properly. Great detailing. How many points of articulation does this have? So it has articulation on the feet, so they can move, on the knees, knee joints. The legs can move. The waist, well, the waist can move. The upper torso can move. Couple of points of articulation in the arms as well, and the elbows, and the wrists can be spun as well. And also we have the head. Also, he's got like Predator style dreadlocks going on there. But as you can see, the detail on this is fabulous. The detail is fabulous. So let's adjust the camera. We'll have a proper look at him. Okay, so as you can see, he has green boots on. He does have boots in the initial run. He's clothed in the initial run till he breaks out of his sort of prison clothing. He's got shorts on with a belt. Can't imagine Doomsday actually putting them on, but there we go. And doing the belt up, can you? And you can see all the protrusions coming out of him. There's his face. Green glowing around the eyes. The teeth emblazoned with kryptonite all on his shoulders. Yeah, the detailing on the Mcfarlane toys now is fantastic. There's his back. There's his hair. Hopefully you can't hear that cutting going off outside. There's the underside of the feet. So yeah, so you know, a really cool looking figure, mega figure. And that's pretty nice. Pretty sweet. All right, so just to sort of show his size in comparison to a Blu-ray case, that's a Blu-ray case there. As you can see, that's his size in comparison to it. So he's quite a hefty figure, you know. Not as heavy as maybe the Violator one I've got from Mcfarlane Toys, which is very, very heavy. But no, that's a quality figure that looks cool, looks amazing. It does look really cool. That's pretty damn cool. It's a bit bigger than King Shark, what I've got there. But yeah. But no, I'm really impressed with that. Very impressed with it, and very happy. That one will be displayed somewhere in my room, because I like it. I like it a lot. That's nice. Doomsday from Superman. So anyway, so that's it. That's just a look at this figure today. And yeah, I shall see you all on the next one. So take care all, and goodbye.